Morning. There was no video yesterday, and no listings yesterday done because I was in Hitchin, which was a kind of like a last minute thing. Sorry, two of my children are just killing each other, and it was lovely. Yeah, I just went up for the day, so I got up there about 11:30, and first person I saw was Peter Ray, who's local to me, which was good. Saw him and had a bit of a mooch around the charity shops and see what Hitchin's like. And it's a very nice town. It's very nice to meet some people I've never spoken to before, and quite weird speaking to people who just see on YouTube. So that was quite strange. So I spoke to Carla and Lex, and who else did I speak to? Derek Payne I had a quick word with, and saw Andrew there. Nick, that was quite weird seeing him because I've never met him before, and to hear. Yeah, so I wasn't there for that long. I wasn't there for. I think everyone was planning on getting horrendously drunk, so I kind of like left before that went on. But I was up there for sort of like about 4 hours. Saw Tom as well, and saw a couple of guys. A guy called ITEL Resells or something, and another guy from Worcester Park. So it's weird because they're close to me. ITEL was from Mitcham, so it's very good talking to him about sort of like lots of stuff local to me. So yeah, very, very nice. And a big thank you to Nick for organising that. I'm sure we'll see lots and lots of clips. As for today, though, back on it, because I didn't do anything yesterday because I was driving around everywhere. I'm doing the master plan. So I'm going to flip around this camera and explain. So this is basically, I've got everything in categories in my shop. And I'm just going to write down and film me writing down what I'm doing now with switching categories, because it's the 1st of December. And this is the master plan. Who knows if it will work? I don't know, but I'll show you it anyway. Okay, here it is. Here's the master plan. This could be a massive, valuable bit of paper, this. Look at this all scribble. So, just to explain, my shop has categories like ladies' clothes, gents' clothes, toys and games, small electrical, blah, 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 blah. And each of those categories has a subcategory, okay? It has new in, okay, promotion 1, which is 10% off, promotion 2, which is 20% off, and it also has auction category. An auction is really dump it because it's not selling, okay? So, to explain what I'm doing now, I'm getting everything in promotion 2 and I'm ending those listings. Okay, so they will just sit there. This is the maximum I will discount. I kind of think I did used to do 30, 40, 50% sales, but for me it was just too much to manage. And I did kind of think if I looked at something that was 50% off or 30% off, I might actually begin to question the genuineness of it, if you know what I mean. So I just have 20% sales. So my process, everything that is currently on the 20% sale, I will end, okay, and it'll sit there in my ended listings. Then everything that was 10%, I'll put in 20%, and I'm doing this on the 1st of December, so I'm planning to do this every month. So this increases the sale, okay. Everything that was new in and has been listed for longer than a month, so it's the 1st of December now. I've got stuff that I listed last week, okay. So this is the stuff that I listed somewhere in November isn't included. It's only stuff from October or before, okay. So anything that was new in, I changed to promotion 1 subcategory, okay. So now I have something in 10%, something in 20%, okay. Got to bear with me on this. I will show you actually me doing this in practice, which I'm kind of ended. Now I can look at my bunch of ended listings, and what I will do with them, because they've had the sort of maximum sale applied, if they're really at a point where they've been reduced so much in price that they're like under a fiver, I'll send them to auction. They can go in my bargain basement bin. Otherwise, I sell similar, okay, and I will change my category to new in, but I will decrease the price by 10%. And then month on month, it'll go through this routine of, okay, so something here was £10. and it was on a 20% sale for a couple of weeks, so it went to £8, and it didn't sell in a month. It then gets ended. That £10 becomes £9. It won't get put in a sale because it's new in, but in the second month, that £9 will have 10% off, and then it will have 20% off, and then it will get reduced again. So it's kind of hard to explain, but it's a kind of like process to kind of slowly decrease price, to shift stuff really. So I'm going to hopefully film me doing one for gents' clothes. It might go wrong, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'll do that now. Okay, here goes. Let's see if I can actually demonstrate this in reality. So first I'm going to check there's nothing in my unsold listings, because I'm about to dump a load of stuff in there. So I'm going to work on the toys and games category. So I'm quickly click on my active listings. And the first thing I'm going to do is show me I've got about 500 listings. So first thing I'm going to do is take everything that was on 20%. So toys and games. Ah, look at that. Oh yes, I have so I've got auctions, bottom of the barrel stuff that's recently been listed, so no sale on that. Stuff on promotion 1, which is a 10% sale, and stuff on promotion 2, which is 20% sale. So firstly, I'm going to just filter on my promotion 2 category. This is everything on 20% sale. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these 23 listings, and I'm going to end the listing. Okay, end listing. So that creates a space. I've just ended those listings. That creates a space. I've got nothing now in my shop on a 20% that will go into a 20% sale. Takes a little while. There we go. So that's successfully ended my listings. Go back to my eBay. Active listings. A bit slow today. And I'm going to filter my active listings have gone down by 23. I'm going to filter on toys and games and look at everything that was in promotion 1. Okay. One filter, one category selected. There we go. So I've got 98 things in promotion 1. Now we'll just these top 3 have sold, so I'm just going to I'll leave those in for now. Okay. So I'm now going through these listings. And some of these I'm not going to change, but most of them I will. So let's highlight them all and go, okay, we'll want to highlight everything, change it from 10% to 20%. But these ones have sold. These ones are kind of like variations listing. It's spares and replacement parts for games. Okay, so I'm not going to do those. This was listed in November, so I'm not going to do that. That was listed a while ago. I didn't put the SKU in, should have done. So this is why I put the date I originally listed in the SKU, because if I do a sell similar, obviously this date changes. So just looking through here, yeah, all of these can go from a 10% sale to a 20% sale. Even that Lego. I mean, if there was the odd thing which I think, oh, mind keeping it at that price, just a bit of a long tail thing, I'd probably untick it, but we'll put that in a 20% sale. Bear in mind that, you know, it will be at 10 for 2 weeks and then go on a 20% sale. Yeah, all of this looks like it's November. Oh, no, here is some that isn't. So just at the start of November. So I could put it in a 20% sale. I think I might do, actually. I mean, I do want to shift stuff before Christmas. I want that kind of incentive. Again, that was listed start of November. Tempted not to, but I think I will. I think I will put it in a 20% sale. I'm going to leave this one off. It's a high value item. I don't really want to take 40 quid off that, so I'll look at that one separately. It's quite a high value item, but I think, you know, I mean, I've had it at that price and it hasn't sold, so other bits and bobs. This one went on recently, so I'm not going to put that in. But let's go with all of that. Okay. Sometimes I think, oh my god, I'm giving another 3 quid off, but I should think actually I'm getting another 20 quid in or whatever, you know. So I've highlighted all the ones I'm going to deal with, changing from 10 to 20%. I'm going to edit those. So edit selected. So I've selected 90. Just taking a few out. You have listings you're already working with. Would you like to continue with them? No. Let's get rid of all those listings and let's work with these ones. Okay, so simply highlight everything, edit fields, categories, and you want to change, for me I'm changing my shop category to, this was everything in 10%, I'm now changing it to toys and games 20%, that's promotion 2, 20%. Save and close. So for 2 weeks it will be at this price, and once it's been on for 2 weeks it'll go on 20% sale. And submit those changes. And confirm and submit those. This is still sort of quite new, so I have got some stuff that I listed in November. I've only recently put in that new in category. So now, if I listed anything, it would go straight in the new in category rather than 10% sale. I used to put everything straight in the 10% sale. So that kind of explains why there are some things that I've listed recently in 10%. So now I'm going to look at the new in category. I know this is a bit long-winded, but if you get it, it kind of does. It takes a while to get your head around, but if you do actually get it, it's quite good. So let's have a look at new in, and this is stuff that isn't on any sort of sale. And again, this has only been on sale for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to leave that, see what it does. But if I've got anything here that I know has been on for a while, so this, let's highlight everything again. It's probably the, well, no, let's go through it. How many have I got? 36, so let's go through them. So all of these are fairly recent listings. That's an old one, that's an old one, so there's no discount on these at the moment. I don't quite know why I've got 2 of these. I don't want to get sidetracked. Maybe I do actually have 2 of them. But let's go through these. All of these are, see, all of these are very old according to my SKU, but these are new in. That's an old one. It's not bringing the pictures, which is a bit annoying, but I can do it by just looking at my SKU date. And I'm just keeping an eye on the price as well, just to make sure there's no like big, you know, items over 100. Oh, there's one, so I'm not going to do that. The castle, I put the price of this up actually. I might actually keep that as it is to see if it sells. That's a new item. I'll discount that. This was a recent listing. A friend's seen it. So yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. and that's fine. So currently I've selected, out of everything that I've got in my category new in, I've selected 21 that I actually want to put on a sale. So let's edit the selected. And select everything and change the field. Do that again a bit slower. Okay, so I've got my 21 items here. Select them all. I'm going to edit fields and change the category. And currently it's on new in, which would be no sale. And I'm going to change that to toys and games, promotion 1. So it will go on a 10% sale. So what remains in new in is stuff I've listed in the last month. There's a couple of high value items in there, and as I list things they go in that new in category, and when I come to do this on the 1st of January I'll be picking up the things I listed sort of midway through November. So we'll confirm and submit that. Now what I've got to go back and do now is look at the listings I ended, which was the stuff that was in the 20% sale. And this is where I reduce the price. So if I go back to my eBay and look at my unsold listings, I'm going to highlight all of these, okay, and sell similar them. Now ideally in this process I'd like to do 3 things. I want to change the price. Yeah, don't relist. That's the obvious thing. Do a sell similar because it gives you a little boost. But I want to change the price. I'd like to change the title, and I'd like to change the photos because I think they were the 3 main things that kind of help fool eBay that you got a new listing. It may not be necessary. So when I'm listing new items now, I'm trying to basically do something in the title that is easy to flip round. That I know is easy to flip around, and also I'm trying to do 2 main photos, so if I am changing photos I can easily sort of drag one from the 12th photo back to the 1st and it shifts all the photos along. But for this example I'm going to keep the title and keep the photos and just change the price. So I'm basically just using a bit of a rule of thumb here. Anything like 15 quid or under I'm reducing by £1, and if it's like about 20ish I'll take £2 off, so roughly kind of 10%, you know, but I'm keeping it as pound value. So just going through these, you could actually do a calculated thing, I think, where you can reduce everything by either £1 or, you know, a monetary value or a percentage, but I kind of like to go through. I'm not looking at the titles actually, I'm just looking at the price. If I look at the titles I'll probably get a bit kind of like, so this one I'll reduce by £2. Sometimes you can get kind of like too attached to items, and when really you should be shifting them. So this one, okay, I think I might, that one's pretty cheap anyway. I should put that for auction. So let's come back to that one. I haven't had much luck, you know. I've put quite a bit of like stuff to auction to try and use up my auction listings, and not a lot of it does shift, but for me at least I know that that's where all my dross is, if you know what I mean. So I've changed all those prices. I'm going to highlight them all apart from this £3 one, and I'm going to submit all the ones I've ticked. I think that'll work. It'll soon tell us 23 items. Oh no, it's doing all of them. Okay, let's cancel that. And you remove? I'm not too sure if you can remove. You probably can. Oh, actually might be action. Let's try that. Action. Remove listings. Okay, remove. There we go. So it's under action. So I've now got 22. Okay. All my changes are still there, I hope. I think they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was 15.99. There was 70, yeah, 19 to 17.99. Okay, so submit all. I don't think you need to tick them, but I always tend to tick them. That's really if you're editing. So I'm going to submit all of those. Confirm and submit that. I'll tell you what I should have done as well, is I should have changed their category to new in. I should have done that, so that's one thing I haven't done there that I should have done. So I wonder whether I'll be able to do that, because I've reduced the price. So, oh yeah, I can do it, thank goodness. It's still in my... Oh, well, it's telling me... Ah, okay. Just love it when something goes wrong. That's why I need to write it down. Okay. So what I can do, I've just sold similar 22 listings. And if I sort these by date, I should get those 22 at 152. Yeah, that's okay. So if I take 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So these were the ones that were on the 20% sale. I ended the listing, changed the price, but if I don't change the category, I've changed the price and then they'll get put into a 20% sale again. And what I want is for them to be tried at 10% less the price, and then next month go through that sale. So change this to toys and games, new in. God, that's a bit long-winded, wasn't it? Okay, submit changes. So everything's been sort of shifted round into new categories, but I'm only using 3 main categories: new in, promotion 1 for 10% sale, promotion 2 for 20% sale. And the last thing I'm going to do is go to my eBay, look at these unsold listings, because these have all been sold similar, so I can get rid of these. Apart from that one, I'm going to put on auction. So I'm going to highlight all of these, delete those. Okay, and this one, again, I'll sell similar. I'm going to do this kind of not through the mass edit thing. It's $3.99, which is like cheap anyway, but I'm going to change it to an auction. Get rid of that, or move that over, drag that over, and then I just need to change my category. So it was in a promotion too. Look at that, you can sell at $3.99 with with 80p off, couldn't sell for £3.20, so I could stick it in an auction. And that is kind of bottom of the barrel stuff, so enlist that. And then take it out of my ended listings. So now my toys and games category is totally set up. The new in stuff that is, you know, more than a month old has been changed to 10%. 10% stuff has been changed to 20%. 20% has been ended, price adjusted, and relisted or sold similar with that new list price, not on a sale, but next month and the month after it will go 10-20%, and the real bottom of the barrel stuff has been put to auction. So congratulations if you survived me going through all that. It just helps me kind of make sure that things are jigging along nicely. Of course, you do have to, once you've changed it in all your categories, you do need to go to Markdown Manager and actually set up your sales, which I've gone through that before, so I'm not going to go through that again. But you would just set up a Markdown event, and it would be, so all of these have ended because they ended like towards the end of November. But for like one on toys, the selection that I use, take 10% off each items, and where I select items, it is selected by category, and it's everything in my shop category promotion 1. Okay, and this tells me what I've got. So yeah, I don't want to go through all of that again. Yeah, let me do some actual filming of me, and I'll end the video there. Well, I hope you found that interesting, and it's a bit of a thing to actually implement into your shop, but I'm hoping that now it's in there, I'll see my sales increase, because things are getting shifted from not in a sale to 10% to 20% to then readjusting the price and going through that whole process, that whole cycle again, and the real kind of like low value stuff, less than a fiver, is being chucked into auction. So yeah, I'll let you know how that master plan works and whether it does actually make any difference. My sales at the moment are just under like 3k for the month, so I had a couple of big days drop off. Had a not a very good day on yesterday, didn't have a very good day yesterday, but quite a good day so far today. So swings and roundabouts, but yeah, just keep on keeping on. I'll see you later.